10 years? Yeah, I
Yep.
did that math really quick. I'm proud
Yeah.
of myself. It's not easy. Well, I know you mentioned your son, Brennan,
Hmm.
and I want to congratulate him real quick on graduating high school. I cannot believe that little boy is doing that. I remember him
Yeah.
very young. There's a photo that always catches my attention that you use quite a lot, and it's with Brennan and Curtis on a motorcycle.
Hmm.
Was there any particular story or anything behind that photo, or is it just a favorite of yours?
There's no real story, but I think that image really captures their closeness, their relationship. My brother, I don't know if marriage was in his cards, um, and even children, but he loved his nephews more than life itself. You know, and Brennan losing his uncle, sorry.
No, it's fine. It's a tough situation.
Brennan losing his uncle at 5 years old. I mean, the 5 years that he had with his uncle is, and the closest, is probably more than some people will have in their lifetime.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for that.
It's amazing, and just like I said, I mean, at such a young age, and he's actually been a volunteer
Yeah.
himself with both LA and Orange County Purple Strides, and within the office in LA. So we're very proud of this young man as well. Um, I know you said that you don't think marriage or maybe children were in his cards, but I have to say, like I said, I did a little bit of research, and I was amazed at some of the comments people made on his page. And one of them was, he is an example for my daughter as to what a man should be. And I thought that was just really amazing for somebody, to come out and say that. And some of the other things I read about him, he was just a very awesome person. And I just want to know, do you or your family ever ask why us, why him?
All the time. All the time. Um, I do, but I try not to focus on that. I try to focus on the positive and the fact that his diagnosis and his death has brought me so much closer to so many people like yourself and to an amazing organization that's doing amazing things, And the night before my brother passed away, he said, and he only knew about pancreatic cancer for 2.5 weeks, and he said, I hope in Brennan's lifetime they find a cure.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
So he's 18. We got to get on
And
this.
that's what we're working towards. And that the programs like this hopefully will help us bring more awareness
Right.
to that. If you had any advice to give to anybody who is just now going through this, is there anything special you would say to them?
I, I work for the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network, so this is not, I mean, our patient services is an amazing group of people, an amazing department, and I would say call them. And in fact, a couple weeks ago, we had a friend who said his father was diagnosed. And, I talked to him, but I said call them. They will They'll answer all your questions. They have resources beyond belief, and to call them. You know, for me, when I actually got to the PanCan website, but only having 2.5 weeks, I didn't really get to utilize their service. Um, but it's a great service, and from A to Z, they can help you, and if they can't, they will guide you in the right direction.
And I think that's one thing I always refer to them as my one-stop shop when I
Yep.
talk to anybody, because they do patient services, advocacy, research. I really can't think of anyone who does it any better. So, but I want to thank you very much for coming and sharing your story, and thank you all for listening and giving me this opportunity to come out of my comfort zone. And hopefully you enjoyed the show, and you will tune in again next week with us, and also go to our podcast and listen to what you may have missed or re-listen to it again. Thank you all. Appreciate it.
And there you have it, another reason to tune in each and every week to Living Hope, a weekly journey designed to provide hope, inspiration, and education for those living with pancreatic cancer, sharing the real-life stories of those affected by this disease and how they're dealing with it on a daily basis. And if you'd like to share your stories, please come forward. We're more than welcome to share it with the world. What can we learn from each other? That's what this is all about. And if you or anyone out there needs information right now, if you've started your own journey or are on your own journey with dealing with pancreatic cancer, or someone you love or know is, start by calling Patient Services at 877, the number 2, PANCAN. That's 877 and the number 2, PANCAN. And reach out to the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network. From your friends here at Orange County's only community radio station, OC Talk Radio. Streaming live from the UCI Beale Applied Innovation Center. I'm Paul Roberts. Be well. Tune in again.